Hello everyone, how you doing? I'm Terry Ann the writer, and I'm back with a mukbang today. I know I've been missing for a little while, but I'm back. Today I have some vegan food. I went to this vegan restaurant and got some food yesterday, and I'm just finishing up today. I have vegan macaroni and cheese, and when I say vegan, instead of using cheese, I think they use cashew. I see a lot of people use cashews, stirred up, and other mixtures in there instead of cheese. This is collard greens. They don't put any meat in there. They might put like some smoked stuff in there to kind of give it that collard green flavor. This is vegan ribs. They use some like vegan thing to do it. Vegan cake, coconut cake. This is, usually I drink water, but this is cola champagne, Jamaican cola champagne. We have this today. It's a little hot in here. Yep. And today I'm coming to you with a little story. And this story is with one of my best friends. This really happened to her a few years ago. And you know what, let me pray first, because I be thinking like people must think I'm not praying, but I do pray. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for your many blessings. Thank you for the hands that prepared it. It wasn't my hands, but bless those hands. In your loving name I will continue to praise. Amen. So again, this incident happened to my best friend a few years ago in another state. She was in between relationships. She was looking for someone. So and sometimes when you do that, you start dating people or having relations with people who you know from your past. And so somebody she was dealing with on and off, she decided to go have relations with him. Now this guy, he was living with a girl, but he told her him and the girl had broke up. Crazy. So they met up at a hotel. He asked her to put her name on the hotel, and he paid her. He gave her back the money for the hotel. So they met up at the hotel, had relations at the hotel. She said, you know, only thing difference is he usually walks her to her car after. At this time, he didn't walk her to a car. He just was like, hey, I'll talk to you later. And she left and went home. She's a single mother. He asked her to get the hotel for a couple of days in her name. He paid her, so she was okay to get it for a couple of days because he gave her the money. And he was a reliable guy. They've known each other since high school. She said in high school he was real quiet, you know, real to himself. But they kept in contact years later because they messed around in high school. So she leaves the hotel, go about her day. Like 2 days later, she on Facebook, because they have a lot of friends in common because they went to high school together. News flash on Facebook. He killed his girlfriend a couple days before. So he at the hotel hiding out in her name. Now, they didn't call her up or she didn't have to go to court. She just called me and was like, girl, this dude, mind you, but when they met at the hotel, he had already killed the girl. But he couldn't go home, and he was, using somebody to get a hotel in their name, even though he paid for it. So how scary is that? You around here in the room not knowing that he had already killed somebody, and he hiding out in your name in a hotel room. Nobody would suspect that. So they finally caught him. They caught him. So they said that he strangled the girl with his bare hands. I don't know what could have gone on. Now, because they have mutual friends, and one of the mutual friends is the one that posted on Facebook, she called a mutual friend and tried to get some information about what happened. So this is what the mutual friend said that he happened with him. This is the young lady that he killed. They were living together. They were in a relationship. They had moved to the suburbs. He was doing very well financially. But he said everything that she wanted, he was giving it to her. Like the new girlfriend was one of those extremes. She wanted all of this and wanted that. And he would go out of his way for her, the girlfriend. And this is just a story I heard. So don't think I'm picking up for him or the girlfriend. He killed somebody. So there's no way to justify that. So, and so when the girlfriend asks him for all the stuff, he buys a house because she wants a house in the suburbs. And they lived in the city. They grew up in the city. He, you know, started going out his way, doing more, working more because she wanted all this extravagant stuff. And he wanted to provide. This is his girlfriend. They didn't have any kids together. But then she decided, this is the girlfriend, she decided she didn't want him anymore. And he snapped. You know, in his mind, I guess, this is what I'm guessing, he feel like, I've done all of this and all of a sudden now you don't want me no more. I uprooted myself to the suburb, bought a house, because the house was in his name only, because again, they weren't married. He was paying most of the bills in the house, from what I understand. And he strangled that girl to death. Not shoot her. That, you know, when somebody strangles somebody to death, that must have been, I mean, some anger in him for him. And from what I understand, like, he was a very calm guy in high school. He was, you know, was that guy, if you joke on him, he'll just smile. But he killed that girl, strangled her to death. Now, my girlfriend, the one who slept with him 2 days after, the day after, when he was on the run, not knowing that he was on the run, was terrified. Again, this is not somebody she just met on the street. This is somebody she's known since high school, and somebody who she, you know, some people, not everybody, have those people that they, when they don't have nobody there, that's who they'll go back to and have sex with every so often. So after that, she was like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not having a relationship with nobody if I ain't married. And she decided she was gonna find her husband. Who is she now? She's happily married to a really good guy who I really like. But she opened up her eyes after that incident, like, you know, this ain't from me. Even though I've known him since high school, you know. And I was saying to my my boyfriend, I was like, she better be lucky that nothing happened to her while she was my girlfriend, while she was hanging out with him. And what if she had found out and they was watching the TV and stuff, at the hotel and she's seeing that he killed somebody on the TV, came on breaking news, or even what if somebody was following him, meaning police or FBI, and they broke into the room and saw him and her together. She could have been questioned or been up in jail for something that she had no idea about. People put other people in predicaments not caring, but he should have cared enough for her not to kind of put her in a predicament like that. But she might gonna laugh when she hear this, because we talk like this. So my boyfriend was like, you know, he want to know what the relations was like that night, because if you know you just killed somebody and you going to jail, you gonna tear that up, right? Tear it up, because this might be your last time getting some. To make it on a funny note. So that dude, of course he had went to prison. I really don't know what his status is now. I'm assuming he's still in prison, because he strangled that girl. I'm gonna taste this cake. Wiping the fork off, because the stuff was on there. I'm too hungry. The coconut cake, y'all. Look at that. It's vegan cake. And when they say vegan, it don't have eggs in there. I think a lot of these vegan, they use like flaxseed or chia seeds instead of eggs. It might have sugar. Maybe or maybe not. Or they might have used like guava, but it's and for the cream, instead of using like they use vegan butter, or sometimes I see, have y'all ever heard, if you ever ate rice and peas, like Jamaican rice and peas, they have this thing called coconut milk, not the milk that you big jar milk. It's like a can real coconut from the tree, and it's real thick. Sometimes they make some of the cream out of that, but it has cream in there. It's good. It's not as sweet, and which is good for me because I don't like nothing too sweet, but this is good. Vegan cake. So they substitute the eggs for like chia seeds or flaxseed seeds and some other stuff they might substitute if it's not vegan. If it's any kind of animal products. Coconut cake. I've been looking at a lot of vegan restaurants lately because I haven't done it yet, but I've been thinking about going vegan. So that's one of the reasons why. But this food is really good. The mac and cheese, collard greens. And I know people like what they use to substitute for the collard greens for the meat. They have this liquid thing that is called smoke something, and they put it in there, give the collard greens that little smoky taste, like the smoked turkey. So I've seen some recipes on some of these stuff, so that's why, even though I didn't make this, but this is good. Vegan. But that's my story for today. One of my best friends was round up sleeping with a murderer. It shook her up though. She was like, she turning her life around. She ain't messing with nobody unless it's her husband. of somebody who she was in a relationship with. Just imagine. Sleeping with somebody you've been knowing damn near all your life and find out he killed somebody. And you was his go-to person. Unknowing to you. Anyway, guys. I'm about full. Food is good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be blessed. Be safe. Always follow your dreams unless your dreams is to hurt someone. Then don't do that. Peace.